Hello, I'm Kenesha L. Davey, the Associate Director at the DC Creative Affairs Office. Welcome to our Care for Creatives community conversation. Enjoy this conversation today with Dr. Trenace Richardson and Gym Jonez about the benefits of movement and physical activity. After watching this episode, head on over to creativeaffairsdc.com to learn more about the Care for Creatives program. Through our partnership with GW University, we are able to provide pay what you can mental health services to all local creatives.
Well, hello, everybody. I am Dr. Trenace Richardson.
I'm Gym Jonez.
Hey, Jim. All right, we are ready to roll. We would like to welcome you all to the Care for Creatives community conversation. I am so looking forward to today's conversation because we're going to be talking about things that I absolutely love. We're going to talk movement. We're going to talk motivation, and we're going to talk music. But before we jump into the conversation, Jim, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. I'm just out here, do a lot of food activism work. I just advocate for food deserts, do work with the city, Fit DC. You got to rip the Fit DC. So yeah, I'm just out here in all angles of the health space.
That's awesome. I see you representing in your shirt. I see it. Sure. I just share a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Trenace Richardson, and I am the founder of Real Women Rock, and we create safe spaces for women to do personal development work on themselves. I also mentor women leaders, and through all of that work, I have discovered a love for yoga and got certified in it and began teaching yoga a while ago now, and really just spreading the importance of movement and breath work. So we're going to jump right into this. I want to know, Jim, how you started on your movement and fitness journey.
Okay, good question. My dad was a bodybuilder, so I've been working out since at the age of 11. Came to DC after I got out of college about 15 years ago, and I just saw that there was a need for our community, African-American community, to eat healthy and get fit, So I just kind of carved out a lane, put my passion first and just trying to put my efforts towards, fixing the problem that I saw.
I love that you started so early in life because it was modeled before you. That's amazing. And I think you're right. In our culture, we know how to eat. we know how to eat. And I think that movement is really important for us to stress. So I love that that's how you got started. I would say my fitness journey has been here and there, really ad hoc, really focused on it in high school, the way they make you do in PE and those kinds of things. But in my adulthood, I was looking for something specifically to calm my mind because just life and work and leadership, all of those things just really get hairy, scary. So I found yoga as a student and just fell in love with it, so much so that I wanted to make sure that others were a part of it as well. And so that's when I decided to teach yoga. And so I think our journeys about how we come into movement, it tells a whole lot about our stories. And I guess I'll ask you this, as it relates to your journey, why have you found movement is so important? Because I'm sure someone is watching today and trying to figure out how they can get it in their schedule. Why is it important for them to do?
Yeah, movement's important because, health is wealth, right? I mean, you can't do anything if you're not healthy. So I tell people, fitness is just about being better than you were the day before. So I tell people, fitness is what you do every day. When you get up, you walk around, you're moving. That's fitness, right? So I just tell people, try to build on the movement that you already do.
That is so good. And that makes it accessible to anybody. Right. That whatever you are already doing, just do more of that. I think about like grocery store runs, right? We all got to eat. So if we make our way to the grocery store, maybe parking just a little further away, we're always looking for the closest parking space. Well, if we look for the one that's furthest away, it'll cause us to have to take some extra steps. I love that. And it looks like it has changed your life in such a way that you are able to pour into others, and that you are doing that not just individually with people, but in large groups.
Mhm.
Maybe people want to understand the difference between low impact and high impact, because they're like, okay, I can do a walk. But that's not what I see Jim Jonez doing. When I see him at events, I see him making folks do jumping jacks and all of that. So
For sure.
what's the difference between those, and why are both important?
Yeah, no, both are important because they go hand in hand, right? You don't get to the advanced level if you don't have a good foundation. It's like anything else in life. Like when you learn math, you have to learn simple addition and subtraction first. You don't just jump to algebra, right? So, you have to get that strong foundation in anything that you do.
Yeah, that's really good. So that foundation you just talked about is that whatever allows you to move, and then that high impact gets your heart rate up. It allows you, to really breathe more deeply, get more oxygen into you. And so both are, you want to get that cardio work in, but you also just want to move. I love that. I love that. And so we talked about kind of next steps that people can take, but I want to be more specific because I'm sure somebody's watching this like, he looks like he goes into the gym. I don't know if I look like I go to the gym, but
You do.
I do.
You do, for sure.
Appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
For sure.
But you look like you go into the gym. Gym memberships are expensive these days, and maybe not all of them. You can help us with this. What do you recommend for folks who cannot afford the gym and they still want to develop a movement practice?
One of the things I always say is I don't think like Planet Fitness gets enough credit for making fitness affordable in all of our communities.
Planet Fitness, yes.
A $9 membership. I mean, everyone has $9, right? $9 a month. They're usually close. There's one by me. So like that's what I would start there, right? You go to Planet Fitness, that has to have everything you need. I can work. That's a gym that even someone at my level can get a good workout in as well too. So I think that's just a great way to start. On top of just doing home stuff like push-ups, squats, just walking, taking a walk, taking the stairs to the elevator, small stuff like that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You pointed out at least one gym, we can be practical about it. There's one place where if you gave up 1 or 2 cups of coffee just in a week, you would be able to afford a month membership. So that's a really inexpensive way to think about gym access. I love that. And then you made me think about YouTube videos. I know you're on YouTube. So just some videos that would help. And that's free and accessible. It'll help you get moving and get going in case you feel like you need some of that motivation. And I guess I would add to that the idea of accountability and community, just really saying out loud to somebody, this is what I want to do. I want to start walking more. So can you hold me accountable to it? Or do you want to go walking together? Or maybe we can get on Zoom together at the same time during our lunch break and do some moving. There's all sorts of ways to keep us accountable, to start and to maintain a development of movement. I love that.
For sure.
And so when it comes to staying motivated, because a lot of us, especially it's the beginning of the year, right? Yeah. Everybody's talking fitness and health and wellness at the beginning of a year.
Yep, exactly.
So how do we stay motivated past, I'm gonna say March, but for some of us it's February. How do we stay motivated past the beginning of the year?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that's one of the biggest problems that I see out here. People just can't stay motivated. Man, I mean, that's a really good question. What you want to do is just kind of write your goals down. And I tell people, write them down so that you see them, right? Put them somewhere, put them on your phone, put them somewhere you got to see them, and make your goals your accountability partner, right? Like, look at your goals and then, you're accountable to yourself, right? Because people say they always want workout partners and accountability partners. If you're not accountable to yourself first, you can't be accountable to anybody else, right?
That is so good.
Sure, right?
You're so right that keeping it up in front of us is so important. It's important to just have something in front of you as a visual reminder. I met with some ladies recently and we were talking about Post-its on our mirror in our bathroom, because that's where you go and brush. I hope we brush our teeth so it's where you go to brush your teeth every day, something that would remind you. I love the use of affirmations, just whatever you need to say to yourself. I'm consistent. I'm strong, I'm resilient, all of those things that you can say to yourself.
For sure.
And I know that a lot of times motivation can come with how we are feeling and everything. And I've seen some of your videos kind of in motion, and you're not just by yourself. You've got some music accompanying you to keep you motivated and everybody else. So what role does music play in your movement practice and maybe even your life in general?
You know, music is huge, and a lot of people don't know. I started making workout mixes. That's how I got my name up. I was just making like back in the day, I was making workout mixes, and people were just downloading my mixes. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got my name out, making workout mixes back in the day. You know, yeah. So music is everything to me. I think, music is energy, right? Like I said, we could actually talk about music on this conversation if we wanted to, but like I said, we're on limited time, so we get long-winded.
We're gonna have to come back and do it again. That's all.
We got to 100%. No, music. I mean, there is no movement without music. I don't think. I mean, working out without music is really, really tough for me, right? I mean, you got to have that music, whatever it is. You know, music is therapy. Music is energy. I mean, music is just so much, right?
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we got to ask you, you were making the playlists, you were making the mixes. What's your favorite music to move to? You know, you representing DC over there. You just looking like, I'm just wondering.
Right, for sure. You know, I tell you what, I really like go-go music. I mean, we did some events this summer with the Office of Cable Television. And, you know, I like the go-go music. I do like go-go music, man. I mean, just hearing the drums, the live instrument, the vocals, man. That just really you can't be turned down. Go-go. Go-go turns you up every time. So
one of the things that you said earlier really plays into the whole music piece and movement, because when you play music, when we're dancing, we're working out. You know, in the club, we didn't get sweaty for nothing. We were working out. So even just dancing, I think, would allow that to happen. What are you listening to right now when it comes to music? When you turn on your radio or your play set, what are you listening to?
Good question. A lot of Afro beats and hip hop right now. You know, personally, a lot of Afro beats. What about yourself? What are you playing? When you turn something on?
I like that though. I'm telling you, Afrobeats. I like reggaeton. I get into that.
Okay.
In addition to go-go, and I'm old school hip hop. I'm really not new school hip hop. Okay. You gotta go back with me to like EPMD and Run DMC. Like I'm way back with it.
Oh, you going back? You going back on?
Yeah, I'm going way back. I'm telling you. So I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention since then. But
right.
But in addition to that, because I do a lot of work sitting at my computer, putting out emails and communicating with people, I love ambient music. I love the yoga, really calm music that allows me to work, but still hear something soothing while I'm working. So that helps me. Speaking of work, right? Because I know a lot of what you do is out in front of people. But in order for us to do the type of things we do with others, we ourselves really have to have a work-life balance where we're able to sit still and get some administrative stuff done. We're able to sit with the people that we love and spend time with them. I have a wonderful husband and children, and I want to be able to spend time with them and not just work myself in the ground. Right? Do you believe in work-life balance? And if so, how do you balance it all?
I definitely believe in work-life balance. You know, you got to, like you said before. I think you said this, right? I think it was when you fill your cup up and everybody else is a saucer, right? I think, did you tell me that?
Yeah. We talked before. Yeah. So the idea is that we really just kind of pour into ourselves what we need, right? And that fills our cup up, and we're supposed to serve out of our saucer. I'm so glad you remembered that. That was really cool.
You were preaching last time, of course. You was preaching for sure.
Yeah. I borrowed that from a girlfriend, that we live out of this saucer. So everything that we need is in our cup. It's in our cup. It's what we utilize, what we're supposed to be. But then it's time to give. We're supposed to give from our overflow. And if we're running out of gas and we don't ever take time to pour into ourselves, we don't have anything to give.
For sure. No. That's a fact. No, that's a fact right there. So that balance, if you can't pour into yourself, if you overworking yourself, you're no good out here.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So y'all, we are promoting work-life balance here. We know you want to have time to work out. And we're telling you in those windows of time when we're just sitting, watching TV, Netflixing and chilling and, and all those things, we can find some time to move in addition to doing the other things that we love and not just work. Because truth be told, we work too much. We could just say that. We work too much.
No,
speaking of working too much, what projects do you have going on? I'm sure you got some stuff you got sizzling over there.
Yeah. Like I said, just so much. Where do we start? I'm oh my goodness, there's so much to do. Working with the city again. Work with the city. We're gonna do some stuff this summer. Trying to get different communities fit. I'm gonna be working with. So what I'm trying to focus on now is working with more the disabled residents in the city, getting them fit as well too. So that's gonna be a lane we're gonna be exploring into. I think we've been impactful with getting people to work out, but I think now I want to focus on getting people with disabilities to work out. Right? We've proven with the 50C movement we can get all the regular able-bodied residents to work out. So now I want to really move into the space where I'm helping this disabled people and trying to preach in health in that space.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how incredible that is, because just that idea that all of us, it's about versus equal, it's equity, right? All of us deserve accessible opportunities to stay healthy and well. And I love that you're not just focused on those who, are supposedly able-bodied fully, but those who have challenges, but still want the same opportunities to stay healthy and well. That's excellent. I think you mentioned to me before that you're also really working hard on nutrition and making sure that people are eating well. Could you say a little about that?
Absolutely. Yeah. We're really, that's the main thing, right? Eating is 80% of this. So we're trying to build out good nutrition programs that people can actually stick to. I know, everyone is not going to stay disciplined like me and you, right? So listen, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I fall off the wagon. You know what I'm saying? I was watching a football game yesterday. I might have had 55 chicken wings, right? So,
not 55.
I gotta keep it real. I can't lie to these people. I can't lie to these. I got to keep.
Don't lie to them.
I can't do that. That wouldn't be right to do to these folks. So you got to try to create a meal plan where people are just where it's feasible, right? Where it's feasible, and you have to tell people, do not beat yourself up if you have one bad day, because if you have one bad day out of 7 days, that's not bad, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's so good. And I think that, the numbers stick with me with my money as well as my food, that whole 80-20 rule. If I give myself some grace on a weekend, then I just jump right back into the routine of eating better during the week, because it really is more than half the battle, our eating.
Sure.
I think, would you agree? I think we could not work out and eat right and still receive some benefits. But if we are working ourselves into the ground, in the gym, but eating like crap all the time, it's not going to do us any good.
No, I agree. No, you nailed it. You nailed it right there. You nailed it.
Yeah, that's so good. So good. Well, I'll just speak for myself. I am doing a whole lot with women. We meet monthly, virtually, of course, in these COVID streets. So we're meeting monthly, and we're talking about things that matter to women. And I also do the same thing for women leaders. And I teach yoga every single week. And so all of that information can be found at Trenace Richardson.com. Again, Trenace Richardson.com. You can find all of those pieces. Where can they find you, sir?
Real quick, before I tell them that, I'm going to plug you in. That we're talking. You do so much in women empowerment. I have a friend of mine. She does the same thing. I'm going to go and get you guys connected, because she has a group of women that she meets with. And I know you probably have a great group of women you meet with. So there's some synergy to get linked up. That's what this is all about, right?
That is what this is all about. I so appreciate that gift. I look forward to it.
Yeah, no, for sure. You can find me, Gym Jonez, GYMJONEZ, all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm there. Just type in Gym Jonez. What I tell people is, if you type in Gym Jonez and I don't pop up, I'm not doing enough work. So
I know that's right.
I got to work some more. I got to do some more work.
Yeah, you type that in and you shouldn't go wrong. And I don't know of another Trenace Richardson. I've met a couple of Trenaces, but not Trenace Richardson. So you should be able to pop that in. This has been so good, man. I have so enjoyed this.
For sure.
It has been a good time. And so we just want to thank you all. Y'all see, we had too much fun over here. So thank you again for joining us, and we'll check y'all out next time.
Perfect.
Thank you all for joining, and thank you, Dr. Trenace Richardson and Jim Jonez, for participating in our Care for Creatives community conversation today. Visit creativeaffairsdc.com to stay up to date on all things Care for Creatives. Until next time, have a great day. Here are a few helpful resources. The Care for Creatives program, Pay What You Can Counseling Services. Learn more at creativeaffairsdc.com. Real Women Rock. Learn more at realwomenrock.org. Gym Jonez. Learn more at gymjonez.fit. Fit DC. Learn more at fitdc3.com. Until next time, check out Jim Jonez and Long Live Go-Go in action at Rock the Block Mochella Edition.
Hello world, it's your boy Yada Yada, founder of Long Live Go-Go.
And I'm Jim Jonez, founder of Rock the Block.
And here we are right here at Rock the Block Party, Mochella style at the beautiful Audi field.
In the spring of 2020, fitness centers and parks were on lockdown. In the interest of public safety, creating a double dilemma for DC's most vulnerable communities. The need for a fitness outlet in the midst of a deadly pandemic was literally a matter of life or death. In 2018, Jim Jonez was selected by Mayor Bowser to lead the Fit DC initiative, which is redefining fitness in the district by providing free group fitness. He rose to the occasion when it counted most. The Go-Go community did too.
We ended up connected with Jim Jonez. He was doing Rock the Block during the pandemic, so I felt it would just be great for us to bring a live music and cultural feel to his workout element.
I started something called Rock the Block last year, and they saw it. I think it was on Twitter. Someone retweeted it. They saw it. They reached out to me like, hey, you know what? We think that the go-go and workout would be a concept that could work. I never thought of it. It was their idea. I said, you know what? It's like a good idea. I think the city needs something like that.
Rock the Block, hit the block. With a live DJ and flatbed truck, neighbors and residents came out on their porches, yards, and streets for a 30-minute workout and pep rally. It was all love.
In our community, we have so many preventable diseases, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, so much stuff, a high cholesterol, high blood pressure, so many things that can just be prevented, right? And just for a passion of working out. So my job is to try to take my passion and share with everyone else.
The movement took off like a rocket. It grew to include healthy meal giveaways at every event, 6 trainers, and live go-go bands. And it went viral. On the day President Biden signed a measure making Juneteenth a national holiday, the Rock the Block Long Live Go-Go movement took the party to Audi Field, baby.
Today we are going to work them out. I got a call from Jim Jonez, said pull up. I got a Juneteenth event going down at Audi Field. I need you to work them out. I said I am there, let's get it.
The workout will begin in 15 minutes. We're gonna give you guys a live show with the band. We get the band go playing for about 15 minutes and the workout will begin.
Mayor Bowser, she was great throughout the entire pandemic. So for her to open a city right on time when it was safe for all of us after we got our vaccine numbers up, so it was a perfect time.
Just us having that ability to make an impact for people to realize that we need to continue to open doors for the community, give them opportunities to thrive and enjoy experiences without necessarily have to go in their pocket.
The feeling is nothing but monumental. It feels like a moment in history that I'm really blessed to be here. Like, not too many people can say that not only am I born and raised in the DMV, but I'm able to experience things such as this.
Actually on my mother's birthday, so I invited her out to come and work out with me. And so I thought it'd be a great time for us to get out into the world for the first time in a year.
The city's commitment to get residents vaccinated has paid off, and events like Rock the Block are the dividends.
So I think we have about 1,000 people out across the city knocking on doors today. We are hitting the point where a lot of people who've been willing and eager have been vaccinated.
We led the nation and showed them like, hey, listen, DC is not just a political city, we're very health conscious, and we want to live long, prosperous lives, right? So we're going to take this pandemic very seriously.
And now that DC is open, the Rock the Block Long Live Go-Go movement is headed for the stadiums. Oh yeah!
So we're going to take the Rock the Block Long Live Go-Go partnership. We want to make a stadium tour where we have this in Audi Field, Nats Park, Capital One Center, where the Mystics play it as well too. We wanted to take this to all the stadiums so that we could just bless the entire city with this go-go energy.